The Unsolved Mystery of D.B. Cooper, the man who vanished without a trace script. The world of unsolved mysteries is full of strange tales, but few are as daring, bold, and puzzling as the story of D.B. Cooper. In 1971, this unidentified man pulled off one of the most famous heists in U.S. history, hijacking a commercial airliner, demanding a ransom, and then vanishing without a trace. To this day, no one knows who D.B. Cooper really was, where he went, or what happened to him after his daring escape. Today, we'll take you through the facts, the investigation, and the many theories that surround this legendary case. This is the mystery of D.B. Cooper. The hijacking, November 24th, 1971. It all began on the afternoon of November 24th, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving. A man who identified himself as Dan Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 in Portland, Oregon, bound for Seattle, Washington. Cooper was described as an unremarkable man in his mid-40s, wearing a dark suit, a white shirt, and a black tie. He carried a briefcase and took a seat in the back of the plane. It seemed like a normal flight for the 36 passengers on board, but shortly after takeoff, Cooper quietly handed a note to one of the flight attendants. The note claimed that he had a bomb in his briefcase and demanded $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck standing by in Seattle for when the plane landed. The flight attendant, believing it was a joke at first, quickly realized Cooper was serious when he opened his briefcase to reveal wires and red sticks, something that looked like an explosive device. The airline and authorities cooperated with Cooper's demands. As the plane circled Seattle for hours, FBI agents gathered the ransom money, which was in $20 bills. The passengers on board had no idea what was happening, believing it was simply a delay. Once the ransom was delivered and the parachutes were provided, the plane landed in Seattle. Cooper let the 36 passengers and some of the crew members go, keeping only a few essential crew members on board. Then he instructed the pilots to take off again, this time heading toward Mexico City. But Cooper had another plan. After takeoff, somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, Cooper did the unthinkable. He strapped on one of the parachutes, tied the money to his body, opened the rear stairs of the Boeing 727, and jumped into the night, disappearing into the freezing wilderness below. No one knows exactly where Cooper jumped. The plane was flying through heavy rain, low clouds, and high winds, making it difficult to pinpoint the exact location of his escape. By the time authorities realized what had happened, it was too late. Cooper had vanished. The FBI immediately launched one of the largest manhunts in U.S. history. They combed the forests of Washington and Oregon, searching for any trace of Cooper, but nothing was found. Over the next few months, authorities interviewed hundreds of suspects, checked the serial numbers of the ransom bills, and even searched local airports for parachute landings. But the investigation hit a dead end. In 1980, a young boy discovered $5,800 in decaying bills buried along the Columbia River, near the area where investigators believe Cooper could have landed. The bills were confirmed to be part of the ransom money, but no further evidence of Cooper himself was found. The FBI officially closed the case in 2016, after 45 years of searching. Despite the intense investigation, no one has ever been charged or positively identified as D.B. Cooper, and the remaining money has never surfaced. Theories and suspects. The mystery of D.B. Cooper has given rise to countless theories over the years. Did Cooper survive the jump, or did he perish in the wilderness? Many believe that Cooper could not have survived the conditions of his escape. The heavy rain, the high winds, and the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest would have made it nearly impossible to land safely. Others suggest that Cooper was an experienced skydiver, perhaps even a former paratrooper, and that he planned his escape meticulously. Numerous suspects have been investigated over the years, but none have been definitively linked to the crime. One of the most famous suspects is Richard Floyd McCoy, who hijacked a plane in a similar manner just months after Cooper's heist. McCoy used a parachute to escape, but was eventually caught by the FBI. Some believe that McCoy and Cooper were the same person, but McCoy himself denied any connection to the case before his death. Other theories suggest that Cooper may have lived a quiet life after the heist, blending into society under a new identity. Some even believe that Cooper's escape was part of a much larger plan involving hidden accomplices or perhaps a military background that gave him the skills to pull off such a daring escape. The legend of D.B. Cooper lives on as one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in U.S. history. His bold heist, the mysterious jump, and his complete disappearance have fascinated true crime enthusiasts and investigators for decades. Books, movies, documentaries, and TV shows have been produced to explore the case, each offering their own take on what might have happened to Cooper. Despite the case being closed, the FBI continues to receive tips and new theories from the public. D.B. Cooper's name has become synonymous with the perfect crime, and his fate remains one of the most captivating unsolved mysteries in modern history. The story of D.B. Cooper is one of audacity, mystery, and unanswered questions. How did he manage to pull off such a daring heist? Did he survive the jump, or did he perish in the wilderness? As time goes on, we may never know the full truth about what happened that night in 1971. But one thing is certain, D.B. Cooper's legend will continue to live on, captivating generations to come. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ValeQuest for more unsolved mysteries and incredible stories from the past. Until next time, stay curious.